Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Rebels TV, the 19th episode for season 2016, and just about rounding the bend and heading into the home straight of what's been a fantastic season, with only a few games of footy left before the TAC Cup finals, and hopefully some more Rebels TV leading into the finals period. Shaun Kelly's my name. Joining me once again, it's an absolute pleasure, and I'm overjoyed to have my co-host back in the chair this week. Sure, ratings have spiked a little bit in the last couple of weeks because there's been a lot of people watching in when this man wasn't here, but it's great to have him back. Phil Partington, welcome back, mate.
Okay, Shaun, great to be back on Rebels TV, and good to see the other guys in the chair do a good job the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they certainly did. How was the holiday, mate?
No, really enjoyable, Shaun. Great for our family, and it's the first break I've had probably for 25 years mid-season, and refreshed, batteries are charged, Shaun, ready to go for the latter half of the season. Also
helpful and very much an enjoyable holiday when the phone is switched off or whatever and you can't be contacted. And mind you, I heard that happen to you, and it wasn't through your own doing. You didn't actually switch it off. I believe the phone just went for a swim one day along with yourself.
Yeah, actually the phone went for a swim, unfortunately, lost all my contacts, so certainly the wife was happy, Shaun,
yes,
with no phone calls been happening, but yeah, very annoying, Shaun. You've got no contacts whatsoever, so if you do know me and flip me your number so I can put it through my contacts, we greatly appreciate it.
Yes, very good work indeed. Although, let's get back onto the footy, because a big weekend of footy just gone for the North Ballarat Rebels up against the Calder Cannons, and a very, very pleasing victory for the Rebels. One part that confirms that the Rebels will be playing after round 18 this year. We will be playing in that first week of the finals at least.
Oh, yeah, certainly, Shaun. Yeah, to play finals is very important in the TAC Cup because it gives us an extra opportunity for the AFL recruiters to watch our players. So, yeah, to rubber stamp our finals is great. We've just got to get to the final four if we can, so guaranteed 2 games if Shaun. But, yeah, the weekend's game, hard fought, tough conditions, Shaun.
It was.
I think got to a maximum of 7 degrees in Ballarat, so when I was cold on the sidelines, it would have been a bit colder playing at times. So, very pleased to get away with it, 5-6 goal winners we got through.
Yeah, it was indeed, and really a key period, and we spoke to it with Jared Fitzgerald on Federation Uni Coaches Corner earlier in the week, but the last 7 minutes or so of the second quarter, and we're seeing some footage on the screen at the moment, 3 quick goals in succession that I think really broke the back of the Calder Cannons. They went into half-time, instead of being a goal down leading into time on, they went in 4 goals down, and it really was that kind of bridge too far in the end for them.
Oh, certainly. The boys played a great brand of footy at that stage, and you get those quick 3 goals. It certainly just shows that we can have times of the game where we can play good footy and really get away from our opponents, and I think that's a good part of the Rebels program and the way the players play.
A couple of debutants playing in the Rebels system since you were last on Rebels TV. Of course, Aaron Shepherd in the game against the Murray Bushrangers, and then again Trent Reid this past weekend, both really showing that the training that we do during the week, and obviously Tuesday nights and mainly just Thursday nights for those 2 gentlemen because they live out in the regions, Trent over in Cobden and Aaron in Portland, but it just shows that the training that we're doing is allowing these boys, when they get their first taste of Rebels, to really fit into the structure very well.
Yeah, certainly do. And Trent made his mark the first minute of the game. He had the first 2 touches of the game, and had about 16 touches into the game, I think he did. So, yeah, certainly Aaron and Reedy have done very, very well. And as all boys have come into the Rebels, so we'll see a few more debutants over these coming weeks. You'll know about that.
Yeah, we will indeed. Time to turn our attention to our Mars player of the day, though. And a few boys putting their hand up for this honour this week in what was a very even day for the Rebels. But Tom Williamson, probably his best game for the season, gets the nod this week.
Been playing great footy, and he's one of those players that does everything right, both on and off the ground, Shaun. He prepares well, rehabs well, and just and that flowed through in a good game of the weekend. So, well and Willer, going very well, and Mars play of the day.
Yeah, even if his sisters did tell me before the interview yesterday that he was the 3rd, possibly the 4th most talented member of his own family. He's doing a very, very good job here in the Rebel system, and well deserved our Mars Player of the Day award for the week. So let's have a chat with Tom Williamson. We're here with our Mars Player of the Day for round 14 against the Calder Cannons, Tom Williamson. Willer, great game today, mate.
Thanks, Shawnee.
How did you think today's game panned out from your point of view?
Yeah, really good to come away with the win in the end. So I think they were 1 spot below us. So to come away with the win, the boys really did well. And yeah, we'll look forward to the next few weeks and onwards.
Now, you got some experience this year playing with Vic Country in the NAB Under-18 National Championships. What did you learn playing with Vic Country that I suppose you've taken out of that and brought back into your game at TAC level?
Yeah, definitely just the speed of it, I think, the way the ball moves, and just the bigger bodies as well. So take that back to TAC, and hopefully it's made me a better player. So.
Gives you another experience next weekend, obviously, with the Herald Sun Shield Grand Finals and with St Pat's College, going for their 8th consecutive Herald Sun Shield and playing at the MCG. A bit of a different experience for you, but a really good challenge. Yeah,
bloody oath. All the boys are really looking forward to the G, so hopefully we can get a win. Should be good.
What do you want to take out of the rest of your TAC Cup season here? Obviously, you're missing next week, so there's 2 home and away games left for yourself after next week. What do you want to take out of that, and then hopefully leading into finals?
Yeah, well, just to become the best we can and bond as a team going into finals, and I think we've got the list to really go deep into finals. So.
Well, congratulations on your game today, Will. Great to see you.
Thanks, Shawnee.
Tom Williamson, our Mars player of the day for round 14 against the Calder Cannons, and some sharp work off the field by Willer as well. Very, very good there.
Yeah, no, I think he's been practicing in front of the mirror, Shaun, for this match.
He's been practicing plenty of things in front of the mirror. I don't quite know if his public speaking is one of them.
That's right. He's a great kid, and a credit to the family and our Ararat Footy Club.
Yeah, doing a great job is Tommy Williamson this year on field and off field as well. Speaking of off field, inside 60. You've missed this over the last couple of weeks, haven't you? Inside 60, thanks to Bluegum Clothing.
I must admit, Shaun, I try to jump on if I could, if I had a phone in Bali to actually watch Inside 60. So I'm not quite sure who you've had the last couple of weeks, but who have we got this week?
Well, we've had Jared Berry and we've had Hasker Dorban since you've been gone. Both very, very good, but this week could be the best of the lot. The big man's on this week, the big ruckman Lloyd Meek, making his Inside 60 debut. Ooh. This could be interesting.
The mayor of Minanera, so looking forward to the Inside 60 with the big fella.
Let's jump straight to it. Inside 60 for Bluegum Clothing with Lloyd Meek.
Meekie, Ruck Rover, Shane Mumford, SMW Rovers Football Club, Passionate, Phil Partington, Ollie Nash, Todd Lawrence because he's a sloth, probably travelling to Perth with the big country team this year, Jack Dowling, Will Booth.
Lloyd Meek, Inside 60, thanks to Bluegum Clothing, and hardest trainer, Phil Partington.
Good work,
What is going on there? That is brownie points. He's the school captain at Grammar, so he does know how to win a brownie point.
Exactly right, so he'll get a game next week. Well done, Big Lloyd, so good work. Obviously you've seen me in the gym or on the treadmill or something like that, being behind closed doors, so good work, mate.
Go, Lloyd Meek, you know how to go with authority figures, doing very, very well. This weekend, Pardo, huge game up against the Bendigo Pioneers at the QEO in Bendigo, Sunday afternoon. We need to keep winning these games. We're 6 points behind the Dandenong Stingrays and the Murray Bushrangers in 3rd and 4th spots at the moment. To get top 4, which is where we want to be, we need to keep winning games, and this presents a really big challenge.
Certainly, Shaun, just got to keep winning and playing good footy. So Bendigo's always hard in Bendigo, and we look forward to coming with a pretty good team. We've got a few boys out with St Pat's playing this Herald Sun Shield final on Saturday, but that'll give plenty of opportunities for new boys into the team and some enthusiasm as well. So just got to keep winning, Shaun. That's what we're going to do. That's basically the equation.
Exactly right. Hoping to have a couple of players back from injury this week. Looking at Jared Berry, Will and Drew, Joe Harris and Todd Lawrence that were all on the sidelines due to injury this week. Hoping that they come up, as well as maybe introducing some new blood into the side.
Yeah, those boys with injuries will get assessed through Andrew Galjon, through New England Physio, our physio group, and Dr. Bernie Fensling over the week. And hopefully those boys get up. If they don't, we've got boys to take their place. So
certainly do.
Really looking forward to the game.
Very much looking forward to the game. Very much looking forward, Pardo, to next week's Rebels TV already as well. We've run out of time for this week. So let's turn our attention to next week very, very shortly. We'll get through this game against the Bendigo Pioneers, and you'll be back in the chair once again this week after ratings take another spike.
Hopefully, Shaun. Hopefully,
Hopefully,
if they get enough ratings, then we want to get Kel back.
I was going to say, Cal might just be knocking on the door saying, hang on a second, the female viewership was right up when I was on. We need to keep that demographic going, so he might want back on next week.
We might too. Yeah.
Let's find out though, ladies and gentlemen, because it's a big 7 days coming up in the world of the North Ballarat Rebels. Stay tuned to all of our social media platforms. If you can't make it to the Curio this weekend, of course, we have goal by goal coverage on our Twitter feed at NB Rebels. We'll have Snapchat up and running. We'll have Instagram quarter by quarter updates, and of course, we'll have our Facebook as well. Team selections will be on Facebook. If we have any debutants, they'll be on Facebook as well. So just keep all over our social media for your inside look at the North Ballarat Rebels. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Go Rebels.